Welcome to Reach the World ASAP. My name is Pastor Scott Griswold, the Associate Director for ASAP Ministries. I'm excited to bring you a presentation straight from Cambodia with Stephen Erich. Stephen left Berrien Springs, Michigan almost a year ago to become ASAP's field project collaborator. He lives in Phnom Penh City, sleeps on a mat, eats rice and Cambodian food every day, and mingles freely with the locals. I think Stephen's a terrific missionary, and I'm so excited to have him partner with my Cambodian son, Rotha, on the project you're about to see. The focus of Stephen's ministry is to help people help themselves. There are many desperately poor people in Southeast Asia. They need food, they need shelter, education, medical care, so many things, but they especially need a decent job. This gives them the dignity of working hard to provide all those other things for themselves. It's a long-term solution that is so much better than a handout. So though there are a number of projects Stephen's working on, here he shares what they decided to do to help some of the students at our Vietnamese Feed and Read School have job skills that will help their families put rice on their tables. And the impact? Well, you'll see, it is much more beyond that, to becoming a witness for God to touch other lives.
Hi, my name is Stephen Erich. I'm Field Projects Collaborator with ASAP Ministries, and I live here in Phnom Penh, Cambodia. Just a few weeks ago, at the end of August, we finished our first pilot program to help the students of our Feed and Read schools with a very specific problem. For those of you that aren't aware of what the Feed and Read schools are, there are 3 schools in Cambodia that are operated by the Adventist Church that donors to ASAP support. These schools don't only provide an education, they provide free tuition along with uniforms, books, and daily meals. They target students that are in the lowest income brackets, both in our church and outside the church, and have been a very effective way of giving students a solid biblical foundation and even preparing many for baptism. Unfortunately, due to the nature of the situation that the students are in, many of them start school late, and so when they reach 6th grade or 8th grade, they're already in their late teens, 15, 16, 17, 18 years old, and they face pressure from their families to support them. Also, since the programs that we have currently end around the 8th grade, many of them don't have a place to go after that. If they go to the public school, they'll face classes on Sabbath, and if they don't go to school, well, they don't face very many good opportunities for work as just a teenager with only an 8th grade education. So a little over 2 months ago, Rotha, my co-worker, and I decided that we would take our first step in addressing this issue by doing a 1-month training program during their summer break. Their summer break was in August, and so we decided that we would spend that time focusing on powder coating and 3D design, 2 skills that would allow the students to work part-time while continuing their studies, so they could both support their family and prepare for the future. So we had about 3 weeks before August to really start getting this program together. So Rotha, my coworker, and I went around Phnom Penh gathering the equipment that we would need. We talked with Pastor Khan, the leader of the Vietnamese language Feed and Read School, to see if he had any students that were interested, and he said he could fill more than the 8 positions that we had available. So we let him take care of the recruiting while we continued to work on things, building bunk beds, preparing the curriculum, and just getting the workshop ready for housing over 8 people for a month.
That's a huge and extremely exciting vision. I hope you will pray for Stephen, for Rotha, and the Vietnamese students. Rotha shared with me just how very eager the students were to learn these skills of powder coat painting, welding, all the things he was teaching them. But extra specially, they were excited to learn the Bible study skills so they can have their own close relationship with God and be able to touch other people's lives. It really was a life-changing event. As you pray for them, pray also for God to use you in a greater way. He may lead you to a mission trip or even a career in which you empower the poor to have jobs. You can also contribute to Stephen and Rotha's salary and vocational training program right there at asapministries.org. Look up the gift catalog and find under Education the place where it says Assist with Vocational Training. I think this is what Jesus meant in Isaiah 58 when he said, "Loose the bonds of wickedness, undo the heavy burdens, let the oppressed go free, and that you break every yoke." Let's give the poor dignity. Together, let's reach the world ASAP.
you.